I'm just gonna dive right into it. Kevin Samuels is known as a big deal in the social media world. He is a self-image consultant. He's on all social platforms. But on his show, he has a lot of women that call in and they're wanting to be married. He asks them various questions to see, you know, if they really are ready to be married and all that. And that was just a brief synopsis. In more detail, check out his channel, whatever. Of course, I was gonna weigh in and say how I feel about Mr. Kevin Samuels. Everybody on my Facebook page, they know me to be very opinionated and sometimes a rebel. I do feel like petitioning him or wanting to petition him is a little extreme. I can go in detail on why in a whole nother video, but honestly, I don't have time today. That wasn't in the plan. I have other videos to record and that wasn't one of them. Making it short, I have 3 issues with Kevin. His delivery to me isn't always right. He does a lot of over talking, and then in the wrap up of the conversation, there's really no solution. So he'll point out all the problems for the women, but he generally gets so frustrated or the conversation just doesn't flow and he ends up hanging up the phone, but there's no solution. And everybody knows I am very solution based. So I don't mind telling somebody or calling somebody out on something, but at the same time, if my job is to help, where's my advice? But as far as his messages, sorry, 98% of them are true. If it doesn't affect you or it doesn't relate to you, why would you get bothered? I just don't understand. Why would something hurt me if it doesn't affect me or pertain to me or step on my toes? Hey, I done said too much, huh? I'm probably stepping on toes just by saying that. People are just so freaking sensitive to me. I just think it's ridiculous. No, his delivery isn't always right. He can work on that if he chooses to, which he's been doing it this long and hasn't. I don't know if he is. Ultimately, if you have a problem with him, stop watching him. Ultimately, if you have a problem with him, stop calling in. This video is more specifically for those people who call in. Women who call in the Kevin Samuels show. Let me give you a couple tips that you might want to do before you call in to Kevin Samuels show. Number 1, can we please do research? Okay, can we research Kevin Samuels? Can we go back and watch all his videos? Can we watch his content? Can we kind of get an idea of what he's talking about or how he flows during his interviews? Because if you do number 1, it takes me to number 2. Have your answers ready. Do you hear me? I watched one of the videos. The girl was so surprised that she was selected. How in the world are you surprised that you're selected when you're in the queue to be selected? Like, you took out the time to say, I'm gonna call and I might be one of them. But then when you actually are one of them, well, I didn't expect to be. What in the world is wrong with you? Have your answers ready. I was so confused looking at one lady. He asked her what she wanted in a man. She didn't have the answer. Why in the hell did you call in and you were not ready with your answers? If you did number 1, the research, you'll see he asks us about the same questions every interview. And you wasn't ready? Y'all be embarrassing me. Y'all be so embarrassed. I really do. Like, why would... Anyway, number 3. Have something going for yourself. The channel consists of mostly women calling in. Some women are straight capping, and that's why Kevin catches them in lies, which that's a whole nother story. Make sure when you're calling in, you do have something to offer. Like, you do bring something to the table, which in many cases, a lot of the women do. But their expectations are not realistic sometimes. A lot of them want what they bring to the table times 1,000. Number 4, keep your damn camera still. All of this moving and stuff, I can't see what you look like. I can't see anything. It hurts my head. The camera just, I feel like the cameraman on Maury running to the back. Just nobody wants to try to figure out what you're saying and figure out which angle you at. But if you would have did number 1 in research and just watched his videos a couple times, you'll see there's people that's up there that he was like, can you keep your camera still? I'm tired of hearing it when I watch his show. And your atmosphere, your ambiance, your lighting is wrong. I mean, maybe because I'm a YouTuber, but I mean, you've been waiting for that day. You've been prepping for that moment. You've been prepping to talk to Kevin. And you don't have your shit together. And the last thing, I don't want to see your damn bonnet. I'm not sleeping with you. I am not having sex with you. Why do I have to see your bonnet like I'm laid up beside you in the bed and I'm not? I'm just trying to see what the conversation hitting on. But your big ass purple bonnet is in the way of me taking you seriously. Talking about you want a high value man and you come on the camera with a bonnet? Just stick with who you been getting. Has that been working? Clearly it hasn't. If you're on his show talking about I want to be married. Not only do men not like the bonnet, women don't either, because I don't. I'm not wearing a bonnet out in public. My daughter, she done tried it, and I'm like, take that mess off, you look ridiculous. That should have never blew up like it was too. But you know what? The people who wear their bonnets, they be surprised about the men they attract. I don't think no man that I talk to will ever condone me wearing a bonnet out in public. And I'm okay with that. And to conclude, if you're going on this show, make sure you have your shit together. It'll make it an easier experience. Still gonna get torn apart, and that's my take on that. That's me, Godiva Empress, just letting you know how I feel is how I feel, and that's that on that. Bye, y'all. Love y'all. Peace.